So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about sensor technology, Sensorics, which come along with ETOS. So with ETOS, MR offers a unique system for digitalizing power transformers. And the level of intelligence of the system, of course, depends on supplied data, which come from sensor technology. So Peter, would you like to explain us, please, what kind of sensors can be integrated or connected into our ETOS system?
Thank you, Stefan. Yeah, as you said, the data is the important thing. So we can integrate all kinds of sensors. So we can need to have an easy overview. We want to separate into classical sensors and new or smart sensors. So for the classical sensors, you can think of oil level indicators, temperature monitors, things like that deliver analog values, for example, or digital ones. But also protective devices like a Buchholz, a pressure relief device, or things like that can easily be integrated. We have a lot of analog and digital channels available for that, fully flexible. For the smart sensors, I want to point out the four main topics. So for transformer monitoring, we have the fiber optic temperature measurement, the MSense FO, our brand name. Then for the DGA, we have the different gas sensors to detect the gases inside the power transformer. Then the bushing monitoring for monitoring the status, the condition of your bushing, and the MSense WAM, for example, for the tab changer monitoring. So all of these can be easily integrated, and it doesn't have to be Reinhausen sensors. It's going to be easier if you take it from one hand, because then it's, let's say, like a plug and play solution. But you can also integrate any kind of other sensor.
That would be my next question here. Do only Reinhausen sensors match with the system? So we know that the brand name MSense is known in the market. Our sensors, of course, Reinhausen technology is harmonizing perfectly together, ETOS and MSense, but as you mentioned, also third parties or other non-MR sensors can be integrated into the ETOS system, right?
You're absolutely right, Stefan. So any kind of sensor that either outputs analog value, a classical digital on-off value, or that can deliver the information per Modbus RTU. All of these sensors can easily be integrated into ETOS. So we're fully open to include any kind of information that is available at the power transformer and to make use of the data and make it available for the customer.
That's for sure a big benefit and a real value for our customers out there. Okay, talking about a very important technical parameter, temperature. What options do we have available at MR in terms of supporting monitoring the temperature on the power transformers?
Well, if we talk about temperature, the hotspot is the interesting point, obviously. So for the hotspot, we have two classical solutions. Well, the one would be the calculation of the hotspot. Therefore, we only need a top oil temperature and the load current of the transformer. Some more factors are required for that. It's based on different standards, but then we can calculate the temperature. But that's still just a calculation. If you want to know 100% how hot it is inside the winding, you need a fiber optic temperature measurement, like the MSense FO. Then you have these fiber optic sensors placed right in the winding, and they'll measure the exact temperature. So calculation or measurement is both possible here.
Calculation, top oil, and measurement directly via FO technology.
Exactly.
Okay. Talking about the bushings, I think it's obvious and very well known that many transformer failures result from bushings, from defective bushings. Peter, what possibilities do we have in terms of monitoring high voltage bushings?
Well, as you said, the bushing monitoring system, our MSense BM would be the brand name here. This system is connected directly to the measurement tab of the bushing. So we need the measurement tab, and then we can read the values from there. And with this information, we can do the C1 capacitance monitoring and also the tan delta. Therefore, we then require the reference system from the incoming line for that respective bushing.
Okay, also a solution available to monitor high voltage bushings from
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, last but not least, and this is of course of specific interest for us here, monitoring the on-load tap changer. Peter, let's talk about that point. What options do we have available here? What can we offer here?
Well, for the OLTC, that's Rheinhausen territory, I want to say. Well, we have since a long time already the torque monitoring, where we actively monitor the torque of the whole mechanical system. So starting from the motor with the gear through the whole drive shaft into the tap changer down to the selector. All of that is monitored. So this technology is proven for many years. Now we have, but it requires certain information where we need that fingerprint from the factory where we measure that exact system. But we have a brand new system here as well, the so-called MSense VAM, the vibroacoustic measurement. So therefore, we only need one sensor on top of the tap changer cover. You take out one screw, install that sensor. That's basically it. And this is a high precision microphone. And it listens closely to every noise of the tap changer during the operation. And if something changes here, it will inform the customer about that change so that you can take further actions like a maintenance as well.
Okay, so we learned that many options are available for monitoring.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. We just missed out one of those, the DGA. So we can also fully integrate the DGA as our system to deliver not only the different gases, but the moisture of the system. That's also a complex solution, and we can fully integrate that as well.
Okay, all right. So I think we talked about all monitoring or all sensor technologies available: DGA sensors, temperature sensors, bushing measurement sensors, and last but not least, solutions for tap changing, monitoring. Thank you, Peter, for giving us an inside view on this specific topic.
Thank you.